Welcome back to the channel, my spooky friends. I hope you have your night lights ready. Tonight we journey deep into the heart of darkness, a place where shadows dance and whispers echo with the pain of the past. We're talking about haunted zoos, places where the cages may hold back the living, but the dead, well, the dead roam free. Imagine the echoing silence of a zoo after dark, the rustle of leaves replaced by the feeling of unseen eyes watching you. The air, thick with the scent of animals and something else, something unsettling, the lingering presence of those who never truly left. Tonight, we explore 3 bone-chilling tales from haunted zoos around the world. These are stories whispered in hushed tones, stories that will stay with you long after the lights go out. Stories that just might make you think twice about your next trip to the zoo. So, lock your doors, turn off the lights, and prepare to be terrified. Our first stop takes us deep into the heart of Insert City, to a sprawling zoo known for its exotic animals and a chilling local legend. They say that late at night, when the last visitors have gone and the animals have settled, a spectral figure walks the grounds. This is the story of the ghostly zookeeper. Many years ago, a dedicated zookeeper named Insert Zookeeper's Name worked at the zoo. He knew every animal by name and cared for them deeply. One stormy night, a fierce storm raged and disaster struck. A fire, ignited by a lightning strike, erupted in the primate house. Zookeeper's Name rushed into the inferno to save the animals. He managed to usher several to safety, but he himself was never seen alive again. The zoo mourned their beloved keeper. Soon, whispers of strange occurrences began to circulate. Late at night, staff would hear the faint jangling of keys and see a shadowy figure moving through the mist, carrying a lantern. Witnesses described a tall, gaunt figure in a tattered zookeeper uniform, his face obscured by shadows. One chilling account came from teenagers who snuck into the zoo after dark. They stumbled upon the ghostly figure of the zookeeper, standing by the lion enclosure. The figure turned, and the teenagers swore they saw the glint of a lantern light, reflecting off a pair of sorrowful, empty eyes. Terrified, they fled, their screams echoing through the empty zoo. The next morning, the zoo staff found the teenagers' discarded backpacks near the lion enclosure. To this day, the ghostly zookeeper is said to wander the zoo grounds, a forlorn spectre forever bound to the place he loved in life and lost in death. Some believe he's simply continuing his duties, watching over his animal charges even in the afterlife. Others believe he's trapped, searching for peace in the aftermath of that tragic night. Whatever the truth, the legend of the ghostly zookeeper serves as a chilling reminder that some bonds, even death, can't sever. Our next tale takes us to the decaying ruins of what was once a thriving zoo, now abandoned and left to the mercy of nature. But while the cages stand empty and the laughter of children is a distant memory, some say the animals never truly left. This is the story of the phantom animals of the abandoned zoo. Insert name of zoo, once a source of pride for insert location, now stands as a haunting reminder of forgotten dreams. Overgrown pathways wind through crumbling enclosures, the rusted bars twisted and broken. The air hangs heavy with the silence of absence, broken only by the creak of decaying structures and the whisper of wind through the weeds. Locals tell tales of strange noises emanating from the abandoned zoo after dark. The roar of a lion echoing through the night, the unearthly chatter of monkeys swinging through the trees, the trumpeting of an elephant long gone. But these are no ordinary animal sounds. They carry an unnatural quality, a chilling echo of something that should no longer exist. Some believe these phantom noises are the echoes of the animals that once called the zoo home, their spirits unable to leave the only world they knew. Others claim the animals, neglected and mistreated in their final days, now roam the spectral plane, seeking revenge on those who forgot them. One particularly chilling account comes from a group of urban explorers who dared to venture into the abandoned zoo, their cameras rolling as they documented the decay. As they filmed the dilapidated tiger enclosure, they heard a low growl coming from the shadows within. The growl escalated into a full-blown roar, a sound so primal and powerful that it shook the very foundations of the crumbling enclosure. The explorers froze, their blood turning to ice. As quickly as it began, the roaring stopped, leaving behind an eerie silence. Shaken to their core, the explorers reviewed their footage, hoping for an explanation. To their horror, the camera had captured something truly unexplainable. For a fleeting moment, a semi-transparent form resembling a massive tiger could be seen pacing within the enclosure, its spectral eyes burning with an otherworldly light. The video went viral, attracting the attention of paranormal investigators and thrill-seekers alike. Many dismissed it as a hoax, but those who had experienced the eerie phenomena of the abandoned zoo firsthand knew the truth. The animals, or at least their tormented spirits, were still very much present. Today, the abandoned zoo stands as a chilling testament to the enduring bond between humans and animals, even in death. It serves as a stark reminder that neglect and cruelty can have consequences that reach far beyond the grave, echoing through the ruins of a forgotten world. Our final journey takes us off the beaten path, down forgotten highways and dusty roads to a town lost to time and shrouded in an unsettling silence. Here, nestled amongst crumbling buildings and overgrown vegetation, lies the remains of what locals call the cursed zoo of the forgotten town. The town of Insert Town Name was once a bustling hub, its streets alive with the laughter of children and the promise of a bright future. At the heart of the town stood its pride and joy, a small but thriving zoo that brought joy to generations of residents. But fate, it seemed, had other plans for Town Name. A series of misfortunes befell the town, starting with a devastating economic downturn that forced businesses to close and families to move away. Then came the storm, a raging tempest that ripped through the town, leaving destruction in its wake. The zoo, already struggling to stay afloat, was hit particularly hard. The storm damaged enclosures, killed several animals, and left the remaining creatures in dire straits. With no resources to rebuild and dwindling hope for the town's future, the decision was made to abandon the zoo, leaving the surviving animals to an uncertain fate. Legend has it that the animals left to starve and succumb to the elements cried out in anguish, their desperate pleas echoing through the empty streets of the dying town. Their cries, it seemed, carried a curse, a malevolent energy that seeped into the very foundation of the town, poisoning it with despair. One by one, the remaining residents of Town Name packed their belongings and fled, seeking a fresh start far away from the cursed town. Soon, Town Name was nothing more than a ghost town, its streets reclaimed by nature, its buildings crumbling under the weight of neglect and sorrow. But the curse of the zoo, it seemed, remained. Those brave or foolish enough to venture into the ruins of Town Name whisper of strange and unsettling occurrences. They speak of phantom animal cries echoing through the night, disembodied growls and roars that send shivers down their spines. Some claim to have seen ghostly apparitions of emaciated animals wandering the overgrown pathways, their eyes burning with an eerie, mournful light. Others tell of feeling a palpable sense of dread, a heavy weight of despair that clings to them long after they've left the town limits. The cursed zoo of the forgotten town stands as a chilling reminder of the devastating power of neglect and the enduring consequences of our actions. It serves as a warning that some wounds, like the cries of those who suffered within its decaying enclosures, never truly heal, echoing through the ruins of a town forever scarred by its past. Thank you for braving the darkness with me tonight, my fellow explorers of the unknown. I hope these tales of haunted zoos have sent a shiver down your spine and made you think twice about the hidden stories lurking in the shadows. If you enjoyed tonight's journey into the unsettling world of haunted zoos, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more spine-chilling stories. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a descent into darkness. Until next time, my friends, keep your lights on, your doors locked, and remember, sometimes the most terrifying creatures aren't the ones kept in cages. Sweet dreams.